So we are back, and this is where we left at the last time. So negative, reset, plus, reset, cool. We styled these buttons, and now we have to take everything to the center. So usually what I do is, let's see, app.js. We have this style here, okay? What we can do is we can add a position of absolute, right? Let's make the width width, spelling mistakes 100%, height of 100 vh. Let's do display flex, right? Let's do justify content center, and let's do align items of center. Let's see what ends up happening here. Cool. So okay, now what we have to do is we have to give it a flex direction of column, flex direction column, right? Okay, we are there but not quite. So how do we fix this? First of all, okay, there are a few things. These buttons need to be a bit smaller. Okay, let's go here and padding of 8 pixels. Let's do 4. Let's see what happens then. Cool. I like these. I like this. They are good. But then this click counter should also have a bigger font size. Oh, sorry. This count should also have a bigger font size. Okay. Not this. Not this. This count should have a bigger font size. So we'll add style here and do the font size of, let's do 42 pixels. 72. Yeah, I think I like this. I like this. I like this. Quite good. But I don't want to keep all this here. So let's just create a new file called as a container component. Okay. Container.js. And what was the boilerplate again? Import React from React. Okay. Now const container equals to this. It should return a div. Okay. Let's just self close it right now and export default container. Okay. So and we have the style of this. We'll take this, we'll just cut the style from here. Okay, we'll paste the style here and let's see what happens. Okay, it should return a div for us, right? Let's just name this as container and import the container. Of course, import container from /container and let's just see what happens. Oh my god, where did all go? Inside div. Okay, we have an empty div. What's happening here? Here's the thing. Container, okay, what we are getting here is, if we can see all the styles that we pass, we are getting those styles here inside that div. But what's happening is all this is not being rendered. Why? Because all this is also considered as a particular prop. So what happens is when we pass, let's say we have a component called ASD, right? And inside that component we have some different tags, right? So whenever we pass something, some tags or some elements, JSX elements inside a container element, right? These JSX elements only get rendered once we write them as, or once we tell this component that there are some JSX elements here, also render those, right? But how do we do that? So these JSX elements, when we pass them inside a component, right, these elements are called as children, okay, and they are passed as a prop. So let's see what's happening here. So basically we have something called as props here, and let's just console log this. props and let's see. Okay, spelling mistakes. Console log this props and let's see what's happening here. Cool. Console, we have children, and in this children we see a type of element React, and then we see a, okay, what is this? That's the first thing we saw, if you remember, right? This is an H1 element, and we saw all of this in the first video itself. This is an H2 element. This is what? Type props. This is a button prop, button component, right? And these are the props that are being passed here in the button element, right? So essentially everything in here is being passed as children. So how do we render this children now? Okay, what we can do is, children is a JavaScript object, right? And if we have to render something between a JSX tag, that is a JavaScript variable or an object, what we do is we give it curly braces, then we do props dot children. Okay, let's see, refresh, everything is back. So let's just do one small refactor. I don't like writing this props dot children, and here we can see we have props dot text, props dot button click. So can we destructure? Right now I'm the button component. Can we destructure it? Yes, of course. So what we can do is, one thing we can do here is text comma button click. Okay, what am I doing? Equal to props, and then we remove this, and then we also remove this, right? We still have the same thing, right? One more thing, whenever we write button, we do a open tag button and then we do a close tag button, right? But in here we are not following that convention. We are putting this text. So if this is considered as children, what if we do something like this and add there? Will this be considered as children as well? Let's see. Let's just remove the text here, text from here. Let's just remove the text. Let's just remove the text from here as well. Let's do a closing tag, and let's also do a closing tag here. Let's add the reset. Let's see, everything vanishes, of course, because we have not written, we have written text here, right? We have to write here children. Okay, what if we do this? What now? Everything is back. Okay, the counter is working, everything is working, right? Just one small refactor here. We'll go back to designing again. Instead of destructuring it this way, oh my god, we can destructure it directly here. So basically an object here. What is props? Props is basically an object, and whenever we pass an object from one function to another function, we can use the object notation, right? So we need the container here. Sorry, not the container. We can just destructure it as children here. So this children is getting picked up here, and let's see if we refresh. Yeah, everything works. So a few small things left. These two buttons should be alongside each other, not in a vertical direction. We'll fix those in the next video.